Forecast first, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Well, good evening to you. Still a little bit of light precipitation out there. Not much, but some light snow showers or maybe some rain showers showing up parts of Douglas, Coles County. We're expecting things to develop even more. There's an area of low pressure that is centered down closer to the St. Louis area. And this area of low pressure is going to eventually throw back some moisture our way. And in this area here, we think that there's a good chance that we're going to see some snow late tonight and into early on Saturday morning. But for the most part this evening, you should be okay. We will watch out for some light precip here as we go throughout the next few hours, but we're looking at a better chance again after midnight for some snow showers to develop, and there could be some light accumulations. We'll show you where to expect those coming up. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
3 teenagers have been arrested in connection to the murder of 3 men inside a home in Danville. What else police are saying about the triple murder?
State Representative Carol Ammons is being investigated for stealing from a thrift store. We'll tell you what was missing.
And another case of coronavirus is in the U.S. We'll tell you where in Illinois.
You're watching local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 5.
Police arrested 3 teenagers in connection with a triple murder in Danville. Good evening, I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. Tonight we talk with a man who knew both the victims and the suspects. 65-year-old Nathaniel Gentry, 60-year-old Anthony Jones, and 67-year-old Cordell Reed were all found dead in a home yesterday. 18-year-old Cloninger Robinson is being charged with murder. So is a 16-year-old, and a 17-year-old was arrested for aggravated battery. They aren't being named because they're juveniles. WCIA 3's Andy Olson is live at the crime scene at Elm and Cherry. Andy, what else did police tell you today?
Well, the autopsy on the 3 men found dead yesterday came back as well. Police say the victims were stabbed and beaten to death. Police were called yesterday after one of the relatives found them on the floor. We spoke last night and today with 3 Kings of Peace leader Ed Butler. The organization focuses on setting good examples for Danville's youth. He knew the 3 men who were killed and also has worked with the teens arrested for doing it.
Kind of caught us off guard a little bit. I know that they had some issues. Yeah, because, you know, we see those kids every day, you know, in the schools and you know, around the neighborhood and stuff there, you know, and I didn't think that they would take it this far.
Butler says the younger 2 were juniors at Danville High School. Robinson had been in and out of school. Now, in the investigation, police say they received several tips from the community that helped them in the case. They say that that's still open and ongoing. Live in Danville, Andy Olson, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
And Andy, these victims, I know one was described as the neighborhood caretaker. One played piano at a church.
Yeah, definitely the community is still reeling over what exactly happened. I had a ton of people come up to me today really wanting to know before police had released any of the information. These 3 men, clearly the community cared about them a lot.
Yeah, hearts are breaking. All right, thank you so much. And we do have breaking news tonight. An investigation has been launched into State Representative Carol Ammons.
A court-appointed special prosecutor is determining whether there's probable cause to charge the Democrat from Urbana for stealing a purse. Sources with the Carl Resale Boutique say it happened at that store on January 10th. WCIA 3's Jennifer Jensen joins us now. So, Jennifer, you have some more information behind this accusation. What can you tell us?
Paul, thrift store representatives tell me a Coach purse worth $80 was discovered missing that day. After reviewing security footage, they contacted police to file a report. WCIA got a hold of court records that showed Urbana police handed the investigation to state police. The Champaign County State's attorney asked a judge to appoint a special prosecutor to the case, saying there could be a conflict of interest or the appearance of impropriety if her office were to prosecute Ammons. The judge granted that request. The office of the Illinois State's Attorney's appellate prosecutor was assigned to the case. Urbana and state police would not give a comment on the active investigation. I went to Representative Ammons' Urbana office today to speak with her directly about what she's accused of. Her legislative aide said Ammons would not comment on camera, but she did send out a brief statement describing what happened as, quote, a non-story about a simple misunderstanding, end quote. WCIA filed requests under the Freedom of Information Act to see that police report. In the newsroom, I'm Jennifer Jensen, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
So, Jennifer, her office said it was a misunderstanding, but they didn't say whether they had the purse or whether it was returned.
No, they would not make any comment on that. The only thing they said was that it was, quote, a non-story and a simple misunderstanding. All
right, more questions to be answered. Jennifer, thanks. A former Champaign police officer pleaded guilty to burglary. Justice Clinton was arrested in 2018. He broke into pickup trucks in Fisher. Deputies found some of the missing items in his home. Investigators say they were able to identify Clinton through security footage. He will serve a year probation and 30 days of public service. Clinton will also have to pay more than $1,500 to 2 victims. He also has to return the stolen items found in his home. Clinton was ordered to get substance abuse and mental health evaluations. We're learning more about the crimes committed in Sangamon County last year.
The sheriff is highlighting the different types of crimes and how frequently they happen. While zero crime is the goal, the sheriff says Sangamon County is on the right track. WCIA 3's Gabrielle Franklin is live in Springfield. So how did the county fare last year?
Well, Jennifer, compared to previous years, Sangamon County saw less of most types of crimes. The sheriff says that he hopes to keep things that way. In 2019, burglary, theft, arson, drug paraphernalia, and controlled substance violations were all down compared to the number of those crimes committed the year before. Sheriff Campbell says there's no particular program to thank for that, but he believes that the county is a safe place to live. Now, despite those positive numbers, crimes like sexual assault, robberies, and aggravated assault all increased slightly. Campbell says his office plans to decrease all crimes by getting on top of things.
Overall attitude that we brought to the sheriff's office that is increasing the activity of our deputies, and then also following that up will be increasing the activity of our detectives. So I think collectively as the sheriff's office, we're just doing a much better job being more proactive and getting these people off the street and getting more charges on them when we do arrest them.
Campbell says sometimes certain crimes increase when people come out of prison and repeat offenses, creating an up and down effect in the statistics. Now, one thing that Campbell was pleased to report is that the county only handled 1 homicide in 2019. Jennifer?
All right, thank you so much. And while counties around central Illinois saw low numbers of homicides, the cities within them had more cases on their hands. Springfield police handled 9 homicides last year. Decatur had 11. Danville 7. Champaign says it had 2.
A deadly virus that started in China has made its way to Illinois, where a case of coronavirus has been diagnosed.
Plus, a monumental day for people with diabetes. A new cap on skyrocketing drug prices.